how to be a less stress-connected parent in just 20 to 60 minutes a day from home with your kids so you release guilt about the time spent away providing for your kids. Have you ever wanted to have your bills completely paid 3, 6, or even 9 months in advance of the due date? Do you ever feel the dread of the holidays or birthdays because you don't have the kids' desired gift or the money to buy it if you were able to afford it? Do you wish you could just be involved in their favorite activity without the thought looming around about the uniform, travel, or equipment cost? I remember saying yes or me too to each and every question. I feel you. I felt the same way, and more recently than you'd even imagine. If this is you as well, then you're going to want to pay very close attention to the information that I am sharing. Well, hey y'all, my name is Martina Britt Yelverton. I am a brand master, an online entrepreneur, and I was a struggling parent like many of you. Additionally, I'm the founder of Youth Lifestyle Training, a Hire Your Kids Legal Tax Hack movement. If you've ever felt extreme frustration about the amount of time that you spend away from your kids because you're trying to provide for your kids, I can relate because my oldest two, now grown men, were in daycare, before or after school care, and even with my mom care so that I could make money to take care of them. Before I discovered this legacy care, this self-care strategy, I didn't even realize I'd been doing it all along, and I would have made a ton of money. I was actually always wondering how in the world the stay-at-home parent kept their sanity, how they were able to afford beautiful homes and drove extremely nice cars, how they were able to make stress-free purchases. I suspected I should know, but I didn't know, and that made it even worse. I had this nagging feeling that it couldn't be anything too difficult, but was it legal? My circumstances, exposure, and all my visuals were saying, yes, there is a secret. You just don't know the right people to get access to that secret. Did you know that 78% of families nationwide are living paycheck to paycheck? Some even paycheck to Monday or Friday. Did you know that 90% of people have worked a job since they were 16 or 18, never saving the bare minimum $1,000, let alone $12,000? I'll get to that number in a minute. Did you know that hundreds of people report that if they had received as little as an extra $300 to $600 per month in a paycheck, it would have kept them from foreclosure, bankruptcy, and even divorce? Now that's scary to realize how important your financial situation is to your family, its legacy, and its stability. In just a few minutes, I'm going to reveal the initial 7 steps to this strategy I affectionately term the Hire Your Kids Legal Tax Hack for Youth Lifestyle Training. You're going to discover why you're already doing this if you are a parent. I'll also let you know why others are not. Finally, I'll show you how you can be a less stress-connected parent, how you can continue your current lifestyle with some easy-to-follow tweaks, how you can make more money from home with your kids, and yes, how you can finally release that guilt. So while yes, the strategy is not new, I cannot promise access to this hands-on group training will be around forever. Watch this information closely and take notes now, or you might be left to your own devices and made to figure things out on your own. I do, however, suspect that if you had this information prior to now, you wouldn't be watching right now. You'd be traveling, exploring, or otherwise enjoying your kids and your lives. But if you thought, I can do that, I can figure this out, think about this. 1 year from now, you've figured it out, you've collected your additional coins, you've made some great money, and boom, the IRS sends you the first or fourth audit letter because you did not implement protective measures of the strategy against your personal assets, among other reasons you might get the dreaded letter. Now you're audited and haven't the necessary proof or documentation, and now you have to pay all that money back. You may have to get a full-time job to cover the debt. You may end up ruining your good name and your good credit, spreading the debt out. Or worse, you may have to pay your bills on credit just so they don't take your possessions. Now, while I've painted this very truthful picture, because it is a real situation that has happened to many people because nothing beats documentation. So let's look at the documented strategy in action. The Hire Your Kids Legal Tax Hack Workbook is the answer to a question I've been exposed to for years. And that question is, how do you take care of 4 kids with no job? Well, I'm glad that you asked. As a survivor of domestic violence in November of 2008, having already left my corporate job before that time in 2005, that was right after the birth of my 3rd son, I realized there was no way I could afford child care, before and after school care, and go back to work full time, having left a tumultuous marriage. Think about that. Job 9 to 5. We did have to get up before 9 though. School 8 to 3 for them. That doesn't add up already. They're getting out at 3, but I don't get off work till 5. Dinner at 6. Homework done by 7. Bath and bed by 8 to 9 o'clock. Did we even enjoy each other? Now that thought made me realize just how much I'd enjoyed those years of being fully present with my teens and babies. So yes, I did say babies, because shortly before I got the courage to leave, I delivered my daughter, just 6 months old, when I decided I needed to leave the marriage. I started a career in the home-based business industry, and I haven't looked back. And this time I've been able to discover this strategy, and it took me 7 years to figure it out. And I decided not only did I not want to keep answering that question about how in the world was I able to do this with 4 kids, I actually wanted to spell out a step-by-step, simplified blueprint that others could follow and customize to their lifestyle. Now, the question I get asked a lot is this going to be hard to learn? No, but check this out. So because I used the system so long, creating the workbook was a breeze. All you need to do is purchase your workbook, enroll in the masterclass, show up for the training, and you're set to go. That seemed pretty simple, right? An additional question that I've been asked is, will I have to change what I'm currently doing to learn this or to use this? Look, I mentioned earlier, I worked from home with my kids and later realized what I was doing or what I was able to do could be monetized, meaning I should make money doing it. And believe it or not, I could make money teaching it. So no, you do not have to change what you're currently doing. You will, however, need to document what you're doing. Catch that. With the Hire Your Kids Legal Tax Hack Workbook, you can work from home with your kids and release the stress and guilt about being away from home trying to provide for them. This workbook is packed full of over 30 steps to legally hire and fire, if needed, your kids. 4 core sections that we cover are: Section 1, what you don't know is costing you money. Section 2, what you can do when done right. Section 3, how to profit from youth lifestyle training legally. Section 4, how I actually implement youth lifestyle training and how you can create your own. And then there are 2 additional bonus sections that are full of resources and value. This really is a program that you can use and customize to your life. So for now, if you've heard enough and you know that you're ready to get your workbook, then click to access the purchase link now and have the workbook en route to you today. A thank you receipt will come. It will be generated to your email, as well as a download link will come to that registered email. This email will include Section 1, about me and the youth lifestyle trainees, and Section 2, the 7 steps that I just mentioned, what you don't know is costing you money. It will also include a bonus one that will have a resource page, notes pages, as well as a bonus in Section 2, the mindset and the blueprint templates. This is provided so that you can stay consistent with your note-taking process and keep all your strategy notes and documents together and aligned for documentation. Remember, I mentioned documentation makes you audit proof. You will go ahead and be in the game within 24 hours of your purchase, not behind the curve waiting on your workbook via USPS mail. That would be the snail mail. But if for any reason you are not in possession of your workbook, the next section, section 2, which literally houses what you can do when done right, will be delivered to the same email on file when requested. So let's revisit a little bit about my lineage again and how I've been able to use this strategy. Guys, I consistently earn $5,000 plus annually in government bonus money for the past 4 years. I was able and am able to continue to create a write it all off lifestyle each and every month, every year for the past 4 years. I'm able to pay for kids' curriculum activities, school supplies, dental and eye exams, eyewear purchases, eyewear replacements, as well as their gaming desires, on app purchases, app subscriptions, and just pay attention to this part. I am able to cover all of our flight tickets, hotel stays, meals while traveling, tipping the servers, and even other expenses like Ubering around just this past couple of years, New York, Texas, and New Orleans. I am even able to purchase, without worry, groceries, when previously that seemed impossible at times, especially this past year. Even now, some parents are struggling with this forced virtual solutions, providing devices, or even feeding our kids. Matter of fact, I have a question. Is anyone else having to deal with their kids' bellies still being stuck on the summer schedule? Sheesh. But I digress. One feature, consistent feedback and documentation, or point of reference if you'd like to call it, from our students across the board is, who knew this even existed? I respond, that secret group. But now you're in on the secret too. So Tawana was able to provide some images of her 2 youth lifestyle trainees actively participating in marketing and usage of the strategies. Tyler, as a preteen, age 9, is shown here working out, is also participating in virtual solutions for his class, and also in a mini shoot with his sister Tanasia, who is now well into her teens, age 16. They actually enjoyed a mini shoot to provide imaging for this very presentation. What's more is Tanasia is only 16 and is an emerging artist, a co-author alongside her mother Tawana in her home-based business as a life coach, and they all are and always be marketing you online apparel store owner. Talisha provided some images of her youth lifestyle trainee, Henrietta, now age 9, works alongside her mother Talisha in their home-based business, Smiley's Daughter. She too provides services for her mother as an always be marketing you youth model. Kirk provided some images of he and his wife Rosalind's 3 youth lifestyle trainees. Chance, now age 15, shown working on his studies for cryptocurrency. Chance is also interested in music and ministry. He's often found earning wages for speaking at events on the Word of God or serving at events in his parents' home-based business. Stormy, now age 14, an introverted artist who enjoys various and quirky artistic styles ranging from hand-drawn replicas on through to her completely original digital creations available online at stormystyles.com. All her devices, supplies, software, and more are covered for her tasks and responsibilities performed in her Always Be Marketing You online store. Youngest of the Wheeler crew is Michaela, now age 12, is a bubble of joy and is often found serving as hostess prior to COVID when we had live events, and now even with virtual or home-based business events taking place in her father's business, Wheeler Investments LLC, and her mother's business, RWG Legacy LLC, which, I kid you not, is an amazing opportunity to learn cryptocurrency, home-based business, investments, and so much more. So let me tackle a couple of last-minute questions that, kind of linger around in your mind. And that question is, how do I know this strategy will work for me? My simple answer is, do you have kids? Generally, I'll ask, are they between the ages of 7 and 17? Now, if you get the workbook, you'll understand that that is just the IRS's general guide. However, from birth is the actual correct answer. But I digress. Can you follow a step-by-step blueprint? That's the third question that I ask an individual. If your response is yes, then remove that doubt. It will work if you work it. The truth is, the youth lifestyle strategy has consistently turned a profit within 2 to 4 weeks for 90 to 95% of the customers because they follow all the steps that are indicated. There is that rare 5% who've already listened to a previous occasion, implemented these steps unknowingly, and must move into a later section of the strategy to see their results. However, did it work? Yes, it worked. I also get the question, can it really be this easy? In reality, almost everyone who will follow this system has access to the success. It's a no-brainer because most parents are already doing the required steps. They just aren't getting their increase, their less stress, or their more money, i.e., their coins. But hey guys, there's more to the Hire Your Kids legal tax hack purchase. There's more than just the purchase. As I said before, for a limited time only, access to the hands-on group training will not be a part of the workbook purchase price. That access will be moved to an additional purchase option at a significant increase. But right now, as a valued customer, you would get access to the hands-on group training in a private members area. I will also fully guarantee your purchase by issuing a full refund of the Hire Your Kids Legal Tax Hack Workbook purchase price. If you are not able to increase your income within 2 to 4 weeks of following all the steps as indicated, you will simply provide documentation of your social media, on or offline activity, screenshots of your written notes, participation in the group in the private members area, and maybe even a before or after with the dates of the balance on the primary income account, again, as indicated in the steps. I kid you not, poof, money will show back up in your account. So let's bring up the rear. This steal of a deal price of the Hire Your Kids Legal Tax Hack Workbook is just $49. Regularly, we will have the workbook available for $99 with the limited time access to the hands-on training. It's currently included for you. However, it will return to its $549 original price soon. Remember, you're getting an immediate download to your registered email address to give you Section 1, Section 2, Bonus 1, and Bonus 2, and you will be ahead of the game within 24 hours after your purchase, not behind the curve. This steal of a deal, Hire Your Kids Legal Tax Hack Workbook, and group access, again, is only going to be around for a limited time. We may close the offer after the first 100 purchases to ensure laser-focused delivery of the content, Q&A, and development of your custom strategy. So do not delay. I am not shooting the breeze, nor am I stringing you along. I'm simply informing you of the status of this $12,000 per child increase you could potentially experience as a new owner of your own strategy. Again, customized to your household. So imagine knowing you had the opportunity to scale or grow your income to the likes of industry giants like Amazon, Tesla, or Walmart, but didn't. An opportunity like this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And the kicker is, again, you're probably already doing this as a parent with this strategy, but you're not making the money you deserve or spending stress-free time with your children as you desire. If you want to finally enjoy less stress, enjoy connected time as a parent, enjoy this type of freedom and knowing where your money is not an issue, then the time to act is now. The price is just right. So again, click the link, get your workbook, show up for the masterclass, get focused, and get the job done so you can get to your coins.